What is up, YouTube? Live via satellite here, and today we're talking Kingdom. In particular, guys, today we're going to discuss how Kanki plans to win this battle. But before we jump into that, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button because we talk a lot about Kingdom, and if you like the video, it really helps out if you like the video. Alright, so recently in my newest video, I got a comment from Theodore asking if I was going to make a video about what Kanki is up to because he's been trying to figure it out. So, Theodore, this video goes out to you, and the reason I haven't made one yet is because, honestly, I have no f***ing idea. It's really that simple, guys. I've been looking at these chapters too, trying to figure out what Kanki's been up to, and honestly, I really couldn't think of anything, but I decided to reread these chapters again and see if with fresh eyes, something might pop out at me. And surprise, surprise, something actually did. Now, whether this winds up being what Kanki does, who knows, but I figured I'd share it with you guys. Alright, so honestly, I think there's two different scenarios that we have in play right now. The first being that the left wing is actually successful where Shin and Ohan are, and they are able to take the city of AQ, which then is supposed to give them a strategical advantage to take Heiyo by now the left wing being able to help the center and then also the right wing. But the only thing about this plan is Kanki would have to be seriously reliant on the fact that Shin and Ohan could take the left side, right? And Kanki's no fool, that terrain was pretty much impossible to deal with. So even though I think that Shin and Ohan are going to take this side, and it's possible that Kanki could have been banking on this, but I'm going to step out on a limb here and say that I don't think this side of the battlefield mattered at all to Kanki. In fact, I don't think any of the three battlefields mattered to Kanki. And I'd even venture to say that perhaps Ohan and Shin actually screwed up here. Because in my opinion, Kanki's methods here on the battlefield have been nothing more than an illusion. Kanki here is essentially a magician, and any magician knows that the hand is quicker than the eye. I'm literally starting to believe that Kanki's whole aim here is just to distract Kocho. And while he's distracted, Kanki is working his magic behind the scenes, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's already conquered Heiyo. So the way I think Kanki may have been able to pull this off is that we see right from the beginning that he's going full on attack mode, right? And we're seeing right from the beginning that his reckless approach is causing a lot of casualties. But his aggressive approach is also successful at grabbing Kocho's attention. And even though Kanki was sustaining a lot of casualties, you'll notice that his main army wasn't really involved in the early fighting. And once they did get involved, like several days later, you see that they're all starting to make escape plans, right? Even Marin was getting ready to exit stage left until that is Kanki decided to pull him to the side and have a little chat with them. And the reason I believe Kanki decided to have this chat is because he knows his guys and he knows just how much they can take before they're going to jump ship. And I believe that's why he also had to send a message to Raido, because Raido is one of his more loyal guys who isn't a coward like the rest and would have died in battle trying to win for Kanki. And this is where I believe that Kanki actually let everybody in on what his plan was. And I'm thinking that his main plan was to buy time and distract the Kocho army while a detachment from his army actually went to conquer Heiyo. And who do you think would be leading such a detachment? Well, of course, none other than Zeno. Like, you have to ask yourself, why haven't we seen Zeno? In a battle like this, where they're going all out against Kocho, Zeno should be one of the main guys we see, right? But yet he's nowhere to be found. We've seen all the other officers, but we haven't seen Zeno. So that leads me to believe that Zeno is off on a special mission. And look, even if he doesn't conquer Heiyo, just him being in front of the city is actually a great thing. Because think about the reason that the Osen army won't make a move. They won't make a move because if Heiyo has an army, they could possibly become pincer between them and Kocho, which would put them in a terrible situation. But if Zeno could hold that part of the battlefield down, then that would leave Osen and them free to actually pincer Kocho. And you know what? Maybe it's not even something that intricate. Maybe Zeno is just going straight for Kocho. I guess that would line up more with what Moten said about Kanki going for Kocho's head. And I'm not sure how he gets there, but I'm sure it's going to take him a few days because he's probably got to take a long way around. Kind of similar to what we just saw Akaken do. And that's exactly why I think Kanki was stalling all this time, to make sure he gave Zeno the time he needed to be successful. Now, the only reason this plan would be able to work is because Kanki was able to buy time with his new soldiers, right? Because his soldiers would not have been down for sacrificing their lives like that. But the new numbers who were added to his army when he became a great general, they don't know any better. So they were like lambs being led to the slaughter for Kanki's overall endgame. And the reason I don't think Kanki let anybody in on this plan is because 1, something like this has to remain top secret, and 2, he still wanted his armies to give off the appearance of fighting hard so that the enemy doesn't expect that anything is off. This is why I think he told Ryder to kind of like chill out and bring it back in, and also why I think that Shin and Ohan might have screwed up because they put a lot of effort into really taking the left side, thinking that it actually mattered. Can you imagine how pissed off they're going to be once they find out that they were just decoys? And while playing the role of decoys, Ohan not only lost his squad, but nearly lost his life. Just after having his first kid. Not cool, Kanki. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's my crack at it. I'm not sure if it's going to turn out to be true, but hey, we gave it a shot, right? Alright, so that about does it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments section below. Do you think this could possibly be Kanki's plan, or do you think it's not even close? Anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out!